They say wise men speak because they have something to say.
Yeah, they also say fools speak because they have to say something.
Well,
here we are.
Yeah, you bit that one.
Well.
Relax. Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a different type of turn today with this episode that we're doing. We would like to do something for the grown and sexy here today.
The grown and sexy.
The grown and sexy, because that's what
there
we are,
go.
damn it. Though us and those who are like us, who are out here, how is it? Adulting?
Adulting.
Is that correct?
Man, I'm still learning this adulting thing.
I think that's what they call it.
Yeah, that is what they call it. It's a thing.
When we sometimes we don't know things, we need a little bit of help. We need a little bit of assistance. You know, and when we're in relationships, to get that can be difficult. To get assistance in understanding, to get both people to be on a level of understanding of what is the word I'm looking for? Alignment, right?
Alignment, yeah.
You know, it's a little difficult to achieve that when something's happening, when emotions are risen.
Yeah, and you're going through something.
Right.
Challenging times, life.
And when things are good, it's not common practice to go backwards to say, hey, let's revisit this.
Oh, yeah, because there's always something else moving forward and you're happy, yeah. For sure. So this article, we found it on the personal branding blog, and we're going to do a few articles from there today. This one's written by Isabel Chase, and it's titled, "If You Want to Connect with Her Heart, Start Doing These 8 Unexpected Things."
Well, 1, listen to her. When it comes to connecting with someone on a deeper level, it's not your words, but your ability to listen that truly matters. I would have to say that's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Knowing that someone is listening to you, it's either them being disruptive, that's going to show you that they're not, or possibly their response might indicate to you that they were not listening to you.
So I just listened to you. And I almost caught myself doing one of those things where I listened to say something back.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's big right there. Sometimes that's a thing, like when we're emotionally charged, we might have something that we really feel so hard about that we're like, nah, this is going to be said. Like, no matter what you say.
Yeah, so you're waiting to say it, so they stop talking. It's like, boom, you hit them with it before you allowed what they said to resonate with you, to have it work through.
Process it, right?
To process it. Yeah. Wow, so listening is the key thing there, for sure.
I can see how that would be number 1 for sure.
Yeah. So the article says, in pursuit of understanding a woman's heart, the first step is often one most overlooked: simply listening. You see, we live in a world that constantly encourages us to speak our minds and assert ourselves. Yet when it comes to connecting with someone on a deeper level, it's not your words, but your ability to listen that truly matters. Listening isn't about merely staying quiet while she talks. It's about truly understanding what she is saying, acknowledging her feelings and her thoughts. It's about showing genuine interest in her stories, experiences, fears, and dreams, and yes, even those seemingly trivial day-to-day details that she shares. Wow. It says, when you listen to a woman with genuine interest and empathy, you're sending her a powerful message. You're telling her that her words matter, her feelings are valid, that she is seen and heard. This simple yet unexpected act of listening can create a deep connection with her heart that words often fail to achieve. But remember, it has to be genuine. Listening with half an ear while scrolling through your phone won't cut it. Give her your undivided attention and watch the connection grow. Yeah, very well written, This article is.
I think like thinking like a word that stood out to me was assertive.
Yeah.
You know, like
The world we live in is
the
assertive.
difficulty that we have is removing. It's like about us. These things, you know, a lot of times, you know, they have to do with us or they're about us or you know, it has a direct impact on us some kind of way, relationship wise. These conversations.
Yeah, they do.
So it's like the difficulty, in my opinion, comes in. It's not like any other topic of which you might be able to remove yourself from it to have a better scope and understanding of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's still like, as much as you may be trying to listen, like I myself, if I'm being honest, I am an emotionally charged person. So, yeah, I might have difficulty doing that. And while I'm even doing it, trying to do it, I still feel that weight, you know?
Yeah,
It still
for
feels
sure.
heavy.
I'm with that too. I definitely know the people I appreciate most in my life are the ones that are willing to listen.
Me too. 100%.
No doubt about it.
100%. Yep.
You know?
I value people to me too.
So number 2.
Okay. Show vulnerability. This is a huge one, especially for men. On the journey of connecting with her heart, I discovered the power of being vulnerable. For a long time, I believed that showing strength meant keeping my emotions in check, not revealing any weaknesses. But that was until I met Sarah. Sarah was someone I deeply admired and wanted to connect with. But no matter how hard I tried, there was always a wall between us. I was always the strong, unflappable guy who seemed to have everything under control. One day, I decided to take a different approach. I shared with her my fears about a project at work, my insecurities about not being good enough, and the pressure I felt to always be strong. To my surprise, instead of pushing her away, it brought her closer. She appreciated my honesty and began to open up about her own fears and insecurities. Before long, we had connected on a level I hadn't previously thought possible. Showing vulnerability doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. It allows you to connect with her on a deeper level, as it shows your authenticity and courage. It's unexpected, but incredibly effective.
Wow, dude.
That's an interesting insight there.
Yeah, so I've experienced this a lot myself. I went through an intense leadership program that was about a year long. And, you know, weeks at a time, we were, you know, stuck in with each other, our team, and then we put our what we were going to do down on a piece of paper, and it was called your letter of commitment. And going through the process of leadership, the thing that I was lacking was vulnerability. And I was challenged by my team to open up, essentially. And through the process of leadership, I did. And now I lead with this. And they kept on saying, like, it's the strongest piece of you when you're vulnerable, because we see someone that we see as strong, but you're being vulnerable. So that allows us to feel strong. And ever since then, I kind of tweaked how I was being and showed that piece of me. And it's changed my life in a, you know, huge way.
I absolutely believe that. This message is from me to men, man. Listen, being vulnerable is important. Tony and I were born in 1981. We were raised in like the 80s and the 90s, and kind of like in a time where we were taught being tough was being a man.
Yeah, crying.
Crying was not optional.
Not okay.
Expressing yourself verbally about emotions was not okay. So I entered into life with that mentality, and, you know, it did not do me very well at all. And I was very fortunate that I was able to come out of a lot of situations, okay. But not everybody's going to be able to do that. Not everyone's going to have those blessings. Mm-hmm. With that being said, You can, if you want to go live off grid somewhere and be by yourself with nature, that's cool. I'm not, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to live a successful life in society, you can't get anywhere in life without people. There's only so much you can do by yourself, right?
Yeah.
You can get good at a lot of things, but you're not going to be able to do every job well. That's just how it is. And if, winning matters to you, you need members of your team that can do their job to the best of their abilities, and just the same goes in relationships.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And I'd say to the men out there too, being vulnerable doesn't mean you're weak. For me, and there's many other people like me, when someone shows vulnerability, it actually means they're strong. Because they're willing to put themselves out there in a way that most people wouldn't. And that shows that they have personal strength and dedication to themselves to be able to lift up and attack any challenge, which is what, the story that Nathan just read.
But the first thing vulnerability does is it brings approachability.
Yes.
It makes so me, I'm a big guy, I'm 6'7". I'm not the hugest guy, but I'm 6'7", and some may think that to be an imposing figure. You want to be approachable.
You got to be that's key.
You got to be approachable, and vulnerability is a big part of that.
Big way to make you approachable.
Yeah.
It brings down the guard of others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Zenergy, an exquisite energy supplement designed to nourish both body and mind. Zenergy combines the tranquil, stress-relieving benefits of kava with the focused, energizing properties of kratom extract. This refined fusion provides a smooth, sustained energy that calms the mind while sharpening your focus. Zenergy offers an unparalleled experience of clarity and poise. If you're interested in this product, go on drinkzenergy.com. That's drinkxnergy energy.com. Thank you again, Zenergy. We appreciate you guys.
Moving on to number 3 here. Remember the small details. So this one's important. We'll keep this one a little quick, but small details is like, you think of her birthday when it is, right? I don't consider that a small detail. That's like a pretty big one.
That's a regular thing.
Yeah, but like, you remember her Starbucks order when you go in and she goes, "Hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom." You're like, "Oh, I already ordered it." And then she realizes you knew her exact order. Like, that's a small detail, but that could be something that...
Well, in my case, I think perception is the perception of the other person, how they see it, right? Your perception is your reality. Just because you see something some way doesn't mean that the other person does. And some things that my lady wants to make sure are done every day or else they'll drive her crazy, to me are not as much of a big deal.
Yeah.
And like when I think I'm doing a million things and I think I'm doing everything like I'm supposed to and I neglect any of those things, it causes an issue.
Because in your head, it wasn't that big of a deal, but for her, this is
vital.
It's vital. Wow.
So it all depends on what we think about, like, as a man, from a man's perspective, we cannot look at what they see and think it is big. So maybe look at the small details, look at the small details.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you realize how important it is for them.
Yeah, the small details for us may have major significance with them.
Yeah. Wow. I like that one. I like that one. It's something that is very simple to do if you actually are being present with her and listen and are trying to understand her. That'll make her feel appreciated.
Yes.
And that's literally the next one. show appreciation. Here we go on show appreciation. So in the hustle and bustle of life, we often take people for granted, especially those closest to us. Showing appreciation, an unexpected yet powerful way to connect with her heart. It's not about grand gestures or expensive gifts. More often than not, it's the small, genuine expressions of gratitude that carry the most weight. Appreciate her for who she is and what she does, whether it's her kindness, her strength, her cooking, or even her quirky sense of humor. I'd say especially her quirky sense of humor. A simple thank you or I appreciate you goes a long way in making her feel valued and loved. When she feels appreciated, it strengthens the connection between you and opens up deeper levels of intimacy. So go ahead, express your gratitude genuinely and frequently. It might be unexpected, but it's a surefire way to connect with her heart.
So so this is again something different, right? Whatever it is, right? What this is really speaking to is like the love language, like of the other person. Like, what is that? So, like, in my case, like my lady's not big on words of affirmation. She doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
Actions is what speaks to her. You know, there's certain things that, you know, again, we all have different love languages, but that's just something to pay attention to.
Is how she will feel appreciated. Because something that you'll do for her that you would feel appreciated isn't necessarily something that she would be like, wow, you appreciate me right now.
Correct. And like, let's just also be honest with ourselves and take it light. All of these things are necessary, but we are all works in progress. This is not something that will come overnight. Sure. You know, we're building together, and that's what it's about. You know, growing, building together, having the understanding. Like, take it easy on each other, guys. You know, if you're in it to win it, you guys ain't going nowhere. Just be kind to each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely one.
Yeah.
The next one on the list here is number 5. It's support her dreams.
Support her dreams. Every person carries with them a set of dreams, those deeply held aspirations that give purpose and meaning to life. When you genuinely support her dreams, you're connecting with a fundamental part of her being.
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure, man.
This goes beyond just nodding in agreement with when she talks about her aspirations. It's about actively encouraging her, believing in her abilities, and standing by her side, even when the going gets tough.
Well,
when she feels your genuine support for her dreams, it creates a deep emotional connection. She knows that you're not just there for the good times, but you're also willing to walk with her through the challenges that come with pursuing dreams. This unexpected level of commitment and support can touch her heart in a profound way, creating a bond that is both powerful and enduring. It sends a clear message: I believe in you.
Whoa.
I'm here for you. Your dreams matter to me. And that, my friend, is a connection straight to her heart. This writer is eloquent. My goodness.
Yeah, that is eloquent. So, Nathan,
Yeah.
I believe in you. I'm here for you, and your dreams matter to me. How did that feel?
Thank you. I think that felt nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hearing that,
Probably not going to be the same from you as it would be from my lady, but you know, it was nice.
But knowing that, to have somebody believe in you and being there for you and knowing that your dreams matter, that's one of the biggest things. I mean, just for me and my relationship
support
with my daughter, that's what it's about.
Full support. Yeah.
You know?
I like that.
Yeah. And if you want your lady to support you in your dreams, well, you should know that she's got dreams too. And support her in hers.
Yes. The next one is be patient.
Oh.
Comes with discipline. When you rush things, You risk missing out on the subtleties that make her unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some ladies watching this too. And I would say, you guys do the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes both
Yeah,
ways.
for all these. For all
I
this.
think everything that we're talking about how to, for a guy, because we're two guys, to get in a woman's heart properly.
We would like
and
to say,
nurture it.
you know, all of this for your partner, whomever it may be.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to put
Yeah.
it, but it's not how the article
That's not
was
how
written.
it was written, but we would like to we would start to like translating it in that way because it makes sense.
It makes sense to me too, because I'm thinking of other relationships in my life. You know, I don't have a girlfriend at this time. I want one. What's up? Maybe this will source her into my world.
Let's go.
Yeah, but on the same note, I have great relationships with lots of women, and I see that all these things that are there are stuff that I tried to do, and some that I'm not that good at. That now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh well, I get to be more supportive of their dreams and a little bit more patient, and that would help me, with those relationships.
Showing vulnerability for me is something that I'm getting better at, but it's still not enough. Like I was raised basically by like a human wolf, right? Like so I'm a late bloomer when it comes to some of these things, a little bit of a slow learner, and also the different aspects of vulnerability. It's so many different ways to be vulnerable and places that you can be vulnerable. So that's another thing to look out for.
Oh, for sure, man. Number 7 is show kindness, right? And that's simple, but
Do you want to shoot some of that be patient in there?
Yeah, we could go. Yeah, go for it, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I've always been a go-getter, someone who wants things to happen quickly. But when it came to connecting with her heart, I learned the invaluable lesson of patience. Connecting on a deeper level isn't something that happens overnight. It's a journey filled with moments of joy, pain, discovery, and growth. It requires time and, more importantly, patience. When you rush things, you risk missing out on the subtleties that make her unique, but when you're patient, you allow the relationship to grow organically. You give her the space to open up at her own pace. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Being patient shows that you respect her as an individual and are willing to wait for a genuine connection to form. This unexpected show of patience can truly touch her heart and create a connection that is both deep and lasting. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. When you rush things, you risk missing out on the subtleties that make her unique.
But also, I think taking your time with someone, like me, for example, like some people, if they take their time with me, that shows me that they care more.
Good call.
And like, there's more value in that.
Yeah, they're not trying to rush it.
Yeah, you're not something that they're just trying to blow through,
move through, go to the next
get
thing.
it done.
Yeah,
get you out the way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's a big deal.
All right, man. I just learned a lesson in patience. He said, "Hey, pull back. Let's go back to patience."
That was for you, but
that was for me.
Patience is a very, very big deal. So, they say patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
And not all people are virtuous. If you have the ability to be patient a little bit, work on being a little bit more and honing it to make it what it really is. Patience is a great thing. It's a great thing to have. Mm-hmm. Patience brings poise.
Yeah.
Poise brings control. So, yeah.
Yeah. I like how you really dug into patience. You're definitely a patient person too.
Sometimes patience. I'm considered to be an extremely patient person, but patience can also be to your detriment if you're not careful. You know, you have to know when to cut bait. You know, when to cut that, when to cut the cord, and
Yeah.
separate yourself from things. Or else patience can lead you into a lot of lost time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Number 7 is show kindness. Kindness is more than a virtue. It's a bridge that connects hearts. When you show kindness, not just to her, but to everyone around you, it sends a clear message about the kind person you are. You see acts of kindness, no matter how small, have an impact. They show that you're considerate, compassionate, and value others. When she sees you treating the waiter with respect, helping an elderly person cross the street, or even showing compassion to an animal, it touches her heart. It shows her that you have the capacity to love and to care for others. This demonstration of kindness can be unexpected but incredibly attractive. It creates a deep connection with her heart and shows her the kind of partner you can be. So go ahead and let your kindness shine through. It's one of the most beautiful ways to connect with her heart.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I kind of drive my lady crazy with that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro.
Well,
You know me. I'm a bubbly person. Like I like hug strangers in Costco and
Yeah.
Safeway.
Yeah.
Like I'm one of those people that like
Yeah, me too.
I get into heartfelt conversations with strangers at the
Yep.
drop of a hat randomly, anytime, all the time. It's a big part of my purpose in life.
Yeah.
So I serve it up whenever I can. It's like, what is here? Here we go. Let's go. It brings me joy, and I know when I walk away from that person, something else has been fulfilled in somebody else as well.
I love that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's great. But I could also see how Yana, with how she is, she's like, come on, man, let's get moving, man.
Yeah, she's an introverted extrovert,
Yeah.
right? Really an introvert, but
But
she's a self-taught extrovert enough
Yeah.
to do what she has to do to live life amongst humanoids.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And me, I'm not. I'm out there.
Yeah, you're out
Yeah,
there.
I'm out there.
So this speaks on you right now. Number 8, be genuine.
Be genuine. At the end of the day, there's nothing more powerful than authenticity.
Yep.
If you truly want to connect with her heart, be genuine. Being genuine means being true to who you are. It's about showing your real self, not a version you think she might like. It's about being honest with your feelings, your thoughts, and your strengths, and yes, even your flaws. Authenticity creates trust, fosters intimacy, and builds a connection that is real and profound. When you're genuine, she sees the real you, not a facade. This authenticity might be unexpected in a world where many people wear masks, but it's the most beautiful gift you can give to her and yourself. It's not just about connecting with her heart. It's also about being true to yours. And my dad, something that he always said to me from childhood all the way up to now, fortunately, he's still with me. To thine own self be true.
Yeah.
So this means if you can't be true to yourself, you cannot be true to anyone. So upon entry into any type of relationship, being genuine is the most important thing that you can do, because you might not realize it. You are setting expectations with your behavior, with how you conduct yourself, with how you are, portraying yourself to be. This is what someone receives and then puts it in their brain and says, hey, this is what I think this person wants back. I like this. This is in alignment with who I am and what I believe. But if you are not being genuine and you have entered into this relationship in this way, you have to carry this out forever. And there's going to be a disconnect there. There's going to be an impasse all the time. There's always going to be something that's there that needs to be resolved because it didn't start out true. And, you know, a lot of times we have to be very careful with this when we enter into relationships. Check your intentions at the door. Make sure that your intentions are whole when you're entering into a relationship alongside with this.
Yeah, and there's different stages of a relationship. When you first meet somebody, it seems like, you know, there's all this excitement, right? But then also it's the learning process of getting to know each other and who they genuinely are as people. And they say that that takes a year to go through, because then you start learning all these things as you go through, and the infatuation starts peeling off, you know? And so if you could enter in and be genuinely yourself from the beginning, then it makes it a lot easier for someone to actually love you.
To truly love you.
Yeah, to truly love you.
Because they fell in love with who you really are.
Who you really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, that article was pretty incredible. I'm glad we were able to touch base on it. Listen to her, show vulnerability, remember the small details, show appreciation, support her dreams, be patient, show kindness, and be genuine are the keys, the 8 unexpected things that you do if you want to connect with her heart.
And again, his heart, her heart, their heart, whoever your partner is, if this makes sense to you, we would love you to. I hope this helps somebody out there. I hope this helps somebody, because when I took a look at this stuff, I was like, man, this is excellent information. And there's probably some people out there that could use this. There's a lot of people out there talking about what people are complaining about.
Oh, yeah.
And talking about this lady thinks this and this guy thinks that. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, that's all fine. That's for other people to do. We would like to bring people together here. We would like to help people live a more harmonious life. And hopefully, again, that this is able to help somebody do that a little bit more.
Yeah, once again, thank you to the Personal Branding Blog and Isabel Chase for writing that article.
Thank you, Miss Isabel.